Hello everyone, welcome to Chessboard Baseball. I'm APO, and in this video we're just going to look at a few of the plate appearances of the Dodgers against Jacob deGrom. We're not going to look at everything, just a few that I thought were interesting. Yes, the Dodgers were defeated by the Rangers today. I think it was the score of 5-2, and a lot of that was deGrom because yes, he gave up a leadoff homer to Ohtani, and then after that he pretty much settled and carved the Dodgers offense as he usually does. Now, as far as chessboard baseball and the way that we score each plate appearance, depending on the pitcher and the plate appearance itself by the hitter, those scores tend to fluctuate, up or down, and they can become really bad or normal. On a normal pitcher, most players, even if they record an out, it's not that bad of a score. But against someone like Jacob deGrom, where they're looking silly, then those plate appearances tend to have a really, really bad score. And that's, I think, where separates chessboard baseball, because it rewards, or it punishes, better yet, it rewards good approach and process quality, but it punishes those players who chase. And unfortunately, deGrom does force a lot of players into really bad situations as far as chasing and just looking really bad at the plate. We're just going to look at 5 plate appearances: one by Ohtani, one by Muncy, Freeland, Tucker, and Alex Call. So those are the 5 that we're going to look at. Some of them, most of them bad, but 2 of them pretty good. So let's get into it. All right, here we go. So we're going to start with the first plate appearance of the day. It is Jacob deGrom versus Shohei Ohtani. This is the very first pitch of the ball game. And that is hit pretty hard, that first pitch. +3 by Shohei Ohtani, and that is gone. So, I mean, the thing with Shohei and pitchers like deGrom is that you never know when Ohtani's just going to launch and get to one. Someone like deGrom, he likes to settle in, give you a fastball here, get ahead in the count. But Ohtani likes to swing. But Ohtani loves to swing at those first pitches, and he just, that one was left right down the middle, and Ohtani did not miss it. So we'll see what score Ohtani got from the home run. So here we go. Yeah, this was a great plate appearance. 21 points for Shohei Ohtani. A lot of that helps because he's got the queen designation of +9, but it's only one pitch. That's why the score is not much higher. It's just, that's all we get to grade. And then 9, like I said, for the home run, 9 for being a queen, and then 3 for making contact on a pitch that was in the strike zone. And 21 points for Shohei. So let's look at the next one. I believe the next one is Muncy. All right, so here we go. Max Muncy versus Jacob deGrom. Let's see how this goes. All right, strike one looking right there. He just frames those pitches. And fastball in the corner. He's just crazy. And he's looking silly with his slider. 3 pitches, strikeout. Let's see what score Muncy gets. And yeah, that's a -5, especially, I mean, 2 pitches looking, that's not too bad. That's not going to hurt you. But the swing and a miss at a pitch that's outside the strike zone, that's going to get you. So -3, and then overall -5 for Muncy. And that's pretty bad for him being a rook. So -5 for the strikeout, +5 for him being a rook. If it wasn't for that, the score would be a lot lower than that. But that's a terrible plate appearance for Max Muncy. And he hurts him for the overall chessboard baseball score, as we're going to continue to keep track of that throughout the season. And that's where this separates certain players. If you have a lot of plate appearances like this, in a traditional stats, it's a strikeout. It is what it is, right? You just lower. It doesn't matter if you fly out near the wall or strike out like this, the result is the same. But in chessboard baseball, no, it matters. Like how bad you look at a plate appearance, it matters. So let's see. The next one is going to be Freeland. All right, so here we go. Freeland was right after Muncy. And I kind of feel bad for Freeland because he, he's not used to getting pitched by someone like Jacob deGrom. Strike one in the corner. It's just crazy. It's a fastball 96, how he just paints the corners. And that's just Freeland chasing, right? At a ball high. So -3 outside the strike zone. And yeah, that slider. Again, that slider was nasty by deGrom today. And yeah, -3. So let's see the final score. Yeah, and this is right now officially the lowest, well, tied with Andy Pajes. Andy Pajes had a -11 as well for a horrendous plate appearance. And this is another -11 uh, uh, by Freeland. Now, here's the other fact for these horrendous plate appearances. Over the first 14 games for the Dodgers, they only had one horrendous plate appearance, and that was the Andy Pajes horrendous -11. But this game, they had 2. So they had one by Freeland and one by Russian, both against Jacob deGrom. So that's just the difference, right? So far this year, the Dodgers hadn't faced a pitcher, an ace such as Jacob deGrom. But you can see here how that impacts the game and this new system of chessboard baseball. Okay, so next one is Cal Tucker. And this one kind of hurts because, there were men on first and second, Dodgers trailing by 1. Tucker has been struggling pretty bad. So we're hoping that he does something. So let's see. Okay, foul. Pitch in the zone. So that's okay. You can't blame him for that. That's a ball. So good eye, +3. It didn't hold, right? So -3 on that one. He swung at it. A ball. Okay, so 2-2. And he chases again, right? So he strikes out this time on the changeup that just disappeared. And yeah, went after a bad pitch. But that's what deGrom does. So what did Tucker end up with? So bad plate appearance, 1. That's not as bad as the Muncy -5. Although he did have another plate appearance against deGrom that was -1, but I decided to show this one. That other one was a little bit longer. Um, but it wasn't quite -5 or -11, but it's still bad nonetheless. So again, deGrom just carving out the Dodgers offense. And Tucker, yeah, I mean, I hope Tucker wakes up. I'm sure he will. It's a long season, right? So 162 games, only 15 so far. So don't want to rush into any conclusions. And here we go. This is Alex Cole. And Alex Cole has been, I just have to stop for a second and say he's been amazing. His ability to put up, solid plate appearances with just unmatched discipline. Like I haven't seen anything like this. This guy does not swing at bad pitches. I mean, it is just incredible how he does that. And not only does he not swing at bad pitches, but pitchers just I don't know, for whatever reason, they just throw him a bunch of balls. So let's see. All right. So again, +1, fouled the pitch in the strike zone. Ball was in the strike zone. That's what he's going to swing at. Ball in the strike zone. He's going to swing at that. +1. Ball not in the strike zone. Not going to swing at that. +3. I mean, people were striking out with that, not Alex Call. People were striking out with that, not him. He just won't swing at anything that's not in the strike zone. So he walked and he pimped that walk too. When he gets issued walks, you know how some players, they flip the bat or whatever. He flips the bat on walks, which is amazing. And this was a great plate appearance. He just racked up. Look at those. So 6 pitches, all of them green. So 2 foul balls in the strike zone and then balls. So even with him having a Bishop designation, this was a great plate appearance, 20 points, almost competing with that Ohtani home run that was 21 points because it was on one pitch. So not the ability to rack up points the way that Alex Call did in this plate appearance. So incredible stuff from uh, Alex Call. And this wasn't even the only positive thing that he had against deGrom. He also singled against deGrom. So both Ohtani and Alex Call were really good against deGrom today, because I believe Ohtani, he either had a single or two walks. I can't remember. Oh no, he had the home run, a walk, and then an intentional walk. Those were against deGrom, and then Call had the single and the walk. Um, and then Andy Pages, I think, singled against deGrom too. But yeah, this was interesting to see the Dodgers face an ace like Jacob deGrom. I mean, he appears to be in good shape. The concern with him is injuries, right? I mean, it's early in the season, so hopefully he's able to stay healthy, because when he's playing and when he's pitching, MLB and baseball overall is just a lot more fun to watch. And of course, yes, I'm cheering for the Dodgers, and I was cheering for the Dodgers in this game, but I'm a fan of the sport, and we're not gonna see, or we haven't seen many pitchers like him. And it was just interesting to see, and I wanted to show how chessboard baseball works, and especially with the Dodgers facing someone like him. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.